What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Street Humans update video. I'm going to talk about the Kickstarter launch date, and I'm going to give you guys a price point for the Street Humans. But just for those of you that didn't already hear about this line, I wanted to kind of catch up for you guys and give you guys a little bit of a background on what I'm doing over here. I've been working on this since early last year. It's been a very long process, and what I'm creating here are 6.5-inch fully articulated action figures that are basically an accessory for your pre-existing figures. I've always wanted to have street goons for my superheroes to beat up, and that's essentially what this line is centered towards. That's what I'm going for. So each of them will come with 4 interchangeable heads. They have a backstory to them, and I've really gone deep into the backstory of these guys, and I'm not going to go deep on it right now, but they each come with their own alien head. These are shape-shifting aliens, and they see the street, they see the humans, and street humans. It's a little bit of a generic name on purpose because these are meant to be army builders. I want you guys to have some cool goons to have your superheroes beat up, and I want them to look badass, and I want to have different aesthetics to them. And it's an inclusionary line, so I have 4 core characters over here, and the number one, the protagonist for this line is this character Alago, who has the bat head, and he has an interchangeable hoodie piece. I did switch the color from purple to black because I felt like black would fit in a little bit better with the other designs, and I'm making them interchangeable. These are going to have over 30 points of articulation. They each come with 3 human heads, 1 alien head, and they're going to come with 4 sets of interchangeable hands. They're going to have fisted hands, they're going to have weapon-holding hands, and they're going to have relaxed hands as well as the alien claw hands. So we've added those in there as well. They're each going to come with their own pistol and a unique human weapon. I do have other accessories on the table if we meet the tiers throughout the Kickstarter, so stay tuned for that. But as of now, I have these 4 core characters and their accessories. These are made so that you can have as many display options as possible. So we're working on this system of being able to pop off the shoulders on each of the figures and replace them with, like for instance with the logo, a hoodie sleeved arm, so that you could put the sleeve over the torso, and now you could have a hoodied Alago figure, or you could swap those arms off and put on the flesh arms, take off the sleeve, and then you could have a tank top wearing Alago figure. These figures will have a diaphragm cut that will also serve as a joint that will be removable, so you'll be able to split them at the diaphragm. They'll all have tank tops on them, and then you could switch them out and give them different pants. So I thought that was a really cool idea, so you could mix things up a lot better. You will also be able to switch the upper torso attire on each of these characters. So if you have the Eon character who comes with a jersey, but you don't want Eon to wear a jersey, or you don't want your Latino looking character wearing a jersey, you could give him the hoodie, no problem. You could give him the camo pants, no problem. You could swap it out, swap out the hands, swap out the heads, and there you go. Now the Kickstarter launch date was initially supposed to be in October. I wanted to push things up to September, but after talking to the factory, I'm pushing it to October 7th. So get the word out there. If you want to help support this, all you got to do is spread the word. October 7th is the Kickstarter launch date. It's going to be a 45-day campaign that will end on November 20th, which is coincidentally the 13th birthday of the ShartimusPrime YouTube channel. Now, as far as pricing goes, I'm looking at an MSRP of $39.99. If this makes the Kickstarter, they will retail for about 40 bucks. But for the Kickstarter campaign, I'm asking for $34.99 a figure, which will include all the accessories that we talked about, all the interchangeable hands, the swappable parts, and the 4 interchangeable heads. Then I'm also going to have a 4-pack available that will run about $139.99. And if I get 1,500 backers for that 4-pack, I will be set, and then we'll have some tiers coming in after that. But yeah, $34.99 is what I'm looking at if you back this project. Now that's $34.99 plus tax, and shipping. If that sounds like a lot to you, don't have the resources of Hasbro, but I'm doing the best I can for you guys. Also, worldwide shipping is very important to me, so I want to get this around the world as much as possible. I am looking at different fulfillment centers to make it happen, and I will have a prototype within the first couple of weeks during October, so expect to see an in-hand resin prototype during the campaign. I hope it interests you. Again, stay tuned for the Kickstarter. I do have a website that's currently in development. It's streethumans.net, and I'm gonna have little bios and I'm gonna have more details on there. It'll be nice and polished by October 7th, so I'm working on the website right now. There'll be more information on streethumans.net as time goes on. So check out streethumans.net. The Kickstarter, I will have a link later on when I do an announcement. I'll remind you guys on October 7th about the Kickstarter launch. I haven't been doing all of this on my own. I've been working with a lot of people. A lot of passion has gone into this. If you guys don't know who Dave Bonner is, I don't know where you've been, but Dave Bonner is a legend in the industry of action figures, and he has helped so much along the way with this project, and he's steering me in all the right directions, and he's looking over things, making sure things are going as smoothly as possible. I want to give a big thanks to the designer of these figures from Brazil with Love. He put a lot of work and passion into these designs. I want to give a huge thanks to Brandon Gash for the amazing sculpting that he's done on these figures, and it's just been incredible working with him. I also want to give a big thanks to TyStar, the artist, for coming up with the logo design and working with me on the graphic designs for the logo. I'm really excited for this. This is a big deal for me. This is something that I've been wanting to do as far as taking things to the next level. The inspiration for it really came from my kids. Like, for real, it really came from my kids. The idea of them being aliens came from my youngest daughter, who, you know, for the first several months of her life kind of looked alien-like, and we used to say Uduba whenever we would see her. I don't know where I got that from. And now she says Uduba, and that's the name of the planet these street humans are from. And then Lord Emetron, the fact that each of these start with an E, that's where that came from. It's a shout out to my daughter. So this is something that I've wanted to do for a long time. But anyway, I hope you guys are interested. If you're not interested, well, stay tuned for more YouTube videos. I'll keep doing my thing. But if you could share it and let people know, spread the word, share the pictures around. I'll try to share your posts as well. So show some love to this new project and to this new venture. I'm scared as hell and very excited, and I appreciate your guys' support, and I will catch you guys later. Peace. I'm dressed like this because I have a gig today. It's an outdoor gig, but yeah, I play drums on the weekends for money, and I've been working at Guitar Center since April. It's been a very busy time, so wish me luck. Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Your face.